Hello, wondrous ones. Woo-wee. Out here in nature. And boy, is nature showing us something tonight. I am Mark Wheeler.
And I'm Sharon G.
And we are both looking at the lunar eclipse tonight. And it is such a joy to see it and to be in it.
Yeah, it's 40-something degrees here in Southern California. It's 1 a.m. It's really delightful. We're just having a walk in the park.
And it's windy and cold. Out in nature.
This is number 9.
This is number 9.
Yes. Yes, it's we are going forth by being here together, that's for sure.
And there's even cars. And wait for it. All right. So, yes, here we are out in nature looking at the lunar eclipse, and boy, it's beautiful. It really is amazing. And we're catching it as it comes back into the light.
Yes, we've already had the darkness. We've already had the dark time. And we had the red time, which was actually more of an orange. Kind of looked like smoldering coals. Is that the word? Smoldering?
Sure, yeah.
A little bit. Yeah, it was very, very kind of like a muted, fiery color.
Yet still beautiful.
Yes. Yes. Boy, we've been walking through the fire for sure.
All kinds of fires. Fires of
Transformation.
Fires of transformation.
Like the fire of transformation.
I am so grateful to be out here right now in doing this. And I'm so glad that you are tuning in. Like we just said, fires of transformation. And there seems to be something in the air about transformation, and I think it's so prevalent in nature too. Just the fire of nature. And this solar eclipse is...
It's not solar.
Lunar. It's the lunar eclipse. I'm sorry. I'm ahead of myself, as usual. But that's okay.
It's okay.
That was a car.
The sun is involved.
So I have been going through some really amazing, wonderful expeditions into who I am, what I want, and it's been a miraculous day today in both of our lives, because we share our lives together, and each one of us goes through things, and what I'm going through is the transformation of realizing that I am in control of what I want in my life, and even though I may be a little stumbly, or I'm picking up myself from one thing or another, I still feel that there's an engagement with life, and that there is something more for me in this life than what I'm doing even right now. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for that knowledge of knowing that we all can transform into something better. We all can transform into something better. And each one of us is transforming in their own way. So don't think of it as you have to be like somebody else. You are you, and I am I. And the solar eclipse is doing its thing.
So is the lunar right now.
So is the lunar. I keep saying... So is the lunar eclipse. The lunar eclipse is doing what it needs to do to shine its light, to darken out for a minute. We all have a dark time, and then the light shines through, and we are stronger for it. And that's what charging forth means.
Yes. And we're doing that. And you know what? It's kind of been like going to hell and back, honestly. Truth be told. This hasn't been easy because we're creating something out of nothing. And even in our relationship, we're doing something that's, kind of unconventional, you could say, where we're both working on a similar parallel path in our own ways. And sometimes there are really major conflicts, and there have been so many breakdowns. I don't know if it's been because of the world retreat time and like a slump that happened, a little bout of having the disease, and if that affected things or what, because it's been foggy, kind of like there was a full moon a few hours ago. It was bright and white and shining light on everything. Then all of a sudden it got all covered up. And I think it's been like that in our relationship. And maybe for everyone in the world, there was a dark time during the last few years. And we're all finding our way post-pandemic with the new pseudo power that is, being broadcast here and there. But, really, we have the power. And look at this. The moon and the sun and the earth have the power. Like, this power is bigger than us. And as we were observing this earlier, it was like, look, like so many people in the city can look up and there's this unifying light in the sky called the moon going through its own transformation tonight, and how great that is, and that we may be sharing a similar thing in our lives as we're finding and crafting this going forth process. Like, what is this unity of Sharon and Mark going to look like? How are we coming out in new ways? How are we forging ahead despite some setbacks? And that's what this going forth is about, to say, keep going, honor a process that you may have, or be willing to discover a process that you may have that's ready to unfold.
I truly believe that this course that we are on, in the ship that we are guiding through the stars, through this moon phase, is going to make us stronger and better people. And we are so fortunate, I think, to be out here right now doing this with you, talking to you about it, and sharing the idea of how miraculous it is just to be here on this planet and to give thanks for that. Wow. And to see the moon shadow and come back around and bring light back. It's so telling of what this world is about. It's so telling how deep it goes into everything in this world. And I'm so grateful for knowing that, for feeling it.
I am too. We're out here doing this for a reason, and we're in the process to find out what it's all about. And thank you for witnessing the journey with us.
Thank you for witnessing.
And until the next session, we wish you a happy going forth.
And a happy solstice to you. Bye-bye.